Hi everyone, I am here to do a feature fun review for you guys, and today I am doing Meraki Soap by Miss Angelique Bazell in Texas, and she spoiled me with all these wonderful goodies you see here. So before we get started, I want to tell you a few things about Angelique, which is actually on her little flyer thing here. She's been making soap for 9 years. And she sells casually. She doesn't have a big store, or she doesn't have 25 different products in her store at once. It just depends on what she feels like doing. And here's a list of some of the products that she makes, so you can see that she sent some of those to me for review. So I'm going to start with the emulsified scrub. This is her recipe, and I think her recipe is available on Soaping 101. You know, normally I am not a big fan of emulsifying scrubs because I don't like how they're oily or greasy, but this one was really nice. It wasn't too heavy. After I rinsed with it, it was just a nice light coating, and it was just really nice. I felt moisturized. It was slightly heavy, but it wasn't so bad that I was like, ew, greasy. This is a really, really good recipe for emulsifying scrub, especially if you've never made one before and you're worried about it being too heavy or not heavy enough. I would go into Soaping 101 and grab her recipe because it just came out really nice. So the next thing is her body butter. This is also a recipe you can get in Soaping 101. It's Candace Marie's recipe. It has all kinds of butters, and look how nice it just soaks in. It's a little bit greasy at first, but it will, when you rub your hands together, let me try and keep my hands in the screen here. It is really, really nice, and it's not too greasy at all. Now, Angelique had sent these to me, or sent this one to me. It was unscented, and I could smell the cocoa butter, and I added some cotton candy fragrance oil to it. It was just a slightly too heavy with the fragrance oil added, and I know that this has arrowroot powder in it, so if you're going to make this, or any body butter recipe really, make sure that you compensate for the extra fragrance oil by adding a little bit extra arrowroot powder. This was absolutely perfect before I went and messed with it. I mean, look, now it's all soaked in. It doesn't feel greasy. You have a nice little sheen. It feels soft. It's great. Would have been perfect if I hadn't messed with it. All my fault. So definitely recommend this recipe. Make sure that you add arrowroot powder if you add fragrance. Other than that, it's perfect. Nice and soft, not grainy, not greasy. It doesn't have, when you add arrowroot, or if you use cornstarch, sometimes if you get a little bit too much, it can be a little bit dry or powdery feeling. This doesn't have that. This was mixed absolutely perfectly. And Angelique told me that she did make the butter exactly as Candace instructed. So good product, highly recommended. So the next thing is her lip balm. This was unflavored, and again, this has cocoa butter in it. And I like the little black container. You don't really see this very often. But it's just oval, and it's nice. It wasn't too waxy. It is not too greasy. It's not too hard. This is also very good. I didn't see this stocked in her store, so if you guys are interested, you should start bugging her on Facebook to put these in her store. This was a really, really nice one. It was a really, really great lip butter. I'm very, very happy with it. It's very professional looking. I would say that she could probably charge $4 or $5 for these and get it, because it is just that good. I also know that she has fun flavors like bacon and cheese and all kinds of fun things in her supply stash at home. So get one of these, bug her for the flavor of your choice. And a couple other things that are not soap related was this. This is a little dish scrubby. I apologize for the lighting. I'm trying to get this done before it starts getting too dark. But this is really cute. I don't know what it's made out of. I want to say that maybe it's made out of like the mesh that you get from like your bath loofahs, the poofs maybe. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely rough enough, and it's a dish scrubby. She doesn't have this on her store right now. I don't know if she's still going to. I just wanted to share it. I thought it was cute. She used to sell these for $2 a piece. Sweet Moxie was her old name, and she is abandoning that for Meraki. She's in the middle of rebranding stuff and has a new store, so I'll make sure to put her store envy down below. Ignore that. But that was just really cute and a really great idea, and it's going to be perfect to scrub soap dishes with, so can't wait to use that. The other thing that she sent me, which she still has on her store, is this little key fob. You attach your keys here, and it has a little pocket, and you can put your credit cards or driver's license in there. And I like the pink and purple, so she sent me one that was pink and purple. And she has all this embroidery here. She does do her own embroidery. She has a machine for that at home, and she does a lot of sewing and other needle arts. I'm not familiar with needle arts whatsoever, needle crafting. I don't know anything about sewing or embroidering or knitting or anything, and she does all of that. So she does have all kinds of little fabric things that she likes to make, and these are $10, and they're on her store right now. I grabbed one just because I think they're so convenient. I don't like to take a purse with me everywhere I go, and I have a big chunky wallet, and sometimes I don't even want to take that. So now I can just put my driver's license, my debit card, and attach my car key and my house key and be good to go. So definitely get one if you love crafty little things like this. Super cute, super convenient, and they're only 10 bucks. So on to the stars of our show, which are the soaps. So this first one is an avocado mint butterfly. Oh, made it harder on myself, didn't I? And look, I love that it has kind of the rough texture, like she took it out of the mold before it was ready or something. And her work kind of reminds me of Crystal's work, and I'm really into that right now, that kind of more rustic, handmade. The things I make are so bright and colorful and smooth and highly scented, and hers remind me of good old-fashioned handmade rustic soaps. And this is avocado mint, and her ingredients are babassu oil, castor oil, cocoa butter, coconut oil, olive oil, and fragrance and mica. So she does use micas, but not any, and of course she did put on her label that she uses water and sodium hydroxide. So no milk in this one, and just mica, so not oxides, but it's avocado mint, and it smells absolutely fantastic. It's a really unusual scent. No idea where she got it, but pretty good. I like this one. And so the next one is just this nice round one, and it's rosemary mint. Look, I like how she has her label, and then on the side she just puts what it is. Not super fancy, just nice, good old-fashioned handmade. It's really cute. Okay, so I'm back. My camera gave up there without telling me about it, and I was just rolling along. I was on this round one, and I like round soap. Do you guys like round soap? How it just fits in your hand. You can just kind of rub it on your body, you rub it on your scrubby. Really nice. I like the ash on it. You can tell that it's real soap from the ash. This doesn't hurt anything. It's just aesthetic. It's from the air interacting with the lye as it cools and becomes soap. And this is a rosemary mint fragrance, and it has kind of a lime undertone. I don't know if it's from the interaction of the rosemary portion of the fragrance with the mint portion, or if there's some lime in there, but it has an interesting kick to it. Really good. Okay, so this one is blue sugar, and this smells so good. It smells like you just got out of the shower. It smells like soap. It's not really super sweet, but it's super good, and it's super rock hard. I mean, her formula, she's got a lot of hard oils in there. You can tell because it is really hard. And once again, we have some of that rustic ash on the top with a mica swirl that matches the mica drop on the inside. Now, Angelique did tell me that she's going to be doing a lot more of the plain soaps and in the pot swirls. She doesn't think that her clients appreciate the more artistic soaps, so she's been focusing more on these simple, more rustic soaps, and I really like them. I think she's done a really good job at mastering them. You can smell the sugar note in there though. It's still good. So this next one is OMG Olive. It's a Lush dupe for the Olive branch. I know many of you are familiar with that scent. Another rock hard bar, and this one's shiny because it is the one that I used to hand wash test, and the lather was definitely more on the bubbly side rather than on the creamy side, and it barely ate away at the bar. I am telling you, her bars are going to last forever. They're $6 on her website. Good investment. They're going to last you a long time, and they smell really good. This one just smells really, really good too. I like it. This one reminds me of something when I was in Australia. Maybe it's the smell of the countryside. I don't know. Things are a little bit different down there. Even the smell's a little bit different down there. And this reminds me of that smell. I like it. I'm probably going to use this one very slowly. So the last one is Lychee Red Tea. She wrote the name on the front. And she does shrink wrap all of her soaps. And the shrink wrap comes right off. Push that out, and here's her soap deck. I don't know how much she charges for the soap decks, but it's 3 slots on that side and 3 slots on that side. You could use it either way. It's probably a little better for your soap if to use it this way, like that, because then you have less soap touching your, soap deck. You're always going to have a little mush on the bottom. If there's no air, that's just how it goes. Not a big deal, but really cute presentation, I thought. And it smells really good. It has a fruity floral undertone. Different and good. Let's see what it looks like underneath of the band. Gosh, I make this harder on myself, don't I? I know that bands come off that way, not the other way. Another in the pot swirl with some slight changes of orange and natural and red. Another rock hard bar. Oh, she got fancy on this one. There's the glitter. There's the swirl. Very pretty, Angelique. Good job. You can tell she's been making soap for a long time. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the noise outside. The neighbor kids are outside playing before it gets dark. I have the front door open to let some air in, so that's just how it is. Sorry. But you can tell that she's definitely been making soap for 9 years. When I talk to her, she's so sure about her soaping and so sure about what works for her. And her bars reflect that. They are super hard and super pretty. The rustic ones and the decorated ones. She makes all these other wonderful, beautiful little things. I'll make sure to put the link to her store, Envy store, below. Go check her out. Okay, so I'm going to do a hand washing demo. I already tried this once, but for some reason my camera really does not want to record today. Don't know what's up with that. So this is the OMG Olive, and it builds a pretty good bubbly lather. The soap feels really, really creamy, and yet it's barely touching the bar. Look at that. It starts to break down into a creamy lather. Starts bubbly, goes creamy. Bar's really creamy. Bar's not going anywhere. Really hard soap. You can tell she's been making soap for 9 years because everything's balanced. Color bleeds on this one a little bit, but oh well, we like colored lather. It's pretty, pretty. Nice and gentle. Looks like a lotion. Wow. And then for comparison's sake, sorry about my arm there, I'm going to do the Rosemary Mint Bar, the round bar. Once again, starts with a bubbly lather. This one builds a little bit easier, and it probably has to do with the wider surface of the soap. But look, that one built up really nice. There's all that lather in my hands. Wow. Really, really nice, very soft. Despite the fact that she's got both babassu oil and coconut oil in there, it doesn't feel at all drying. I've already washed my hands a couple times with the OMG Olive, and I already did a full hand washing demo with my camera before it stopped recording with the both of the soaps, and I don't have any drying effects at all. So really, really nice soaps, really nice lather. Her experience shows. Her rosemary mint scent blooms in water. Smells really good in here now. Perfect. One last note on the rosemary mint soap. Can you see the blue and the brown and the purple and the green there. Underneath the surface was a surprise, an in the pot swirl. Very, very subtle surprise. Excellent. Love those little details about soap. Once again, super talented lady. Please check her out. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to comment, rate, and subscribe below. I do have a lot of good things coming up, and I'll be back to making videos here quite often pretty soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye!